So here I'm watching Fox News, and they're going on and on and on. And of course, you can't see that the reflection on the back of the screen like we did the other day. But what we do have, we have blue, red, and black. We got the seal right here, right? And what are the odds that these guys are going to close their eyes at exactly the same time? And if you were to watch it, there's some, I don't know how to explain this correctly. There's some transaction in meditation is what's going on here. It's thought form, and I don't know how this works. I just know that it does, and that's why both of these idiots have their eyes closed. It isn't like they go, okay, let's imagine. No, they were in the process of saying something. Matter of fact, let's just go back just a tad and see if we can do this. See if it'll start. This thing's weird that way.
And a heck of a football player. Jeremiah Ratliff, the very understated leader of that group, who brings the kind of the man's presence.
Right.
And then Lamar Houston, who joined the group. And those guys together, along with Tim Jennings, very key individuals as far as that defense coming together and being able to turn it around.
I see bright things ahead. I really do. We've heard a couple of early reports, some injuries, a sidelining a couple of guys. Anything we ought to be worried about?
No, Kyle Long's back. He's been cleared, and he's starting to work out. We got to get his legs under him a little bit. He's been out of commission a little bit for about 2 weeks. Anybody that's been understand that. And he'll be back, though. Good chance he'll be back in pads, but probably not a full practice Saturday. Excited him back. Alshon was back yesterday catching the ball like he does.
We're
in good shape.
I got to ask, when you come out to Bourbonnais, whenever you're not working, whenever you can step away from the Bears for a hot second, what do you go do?
I spend time with my...
Probably runs down to the Masonic Temple, fucking pays this fucking yearly fee and gets drunk as fucking fuck some fucking whore, and then fucking goes about his business.
My family, my wife Bev and daughter April and Christine and Leanne, and enjoy that foremost. But love music, love going to concerts. I've seen several concerts.
Oh, fuck out of here. Anyway, sorry I couldn't find it again, but that's how fast they do that stuff. Okay? There's an interface between machinery, meaning computers, and a thought form coming from a higher dimension or a lower dimension or whatever you want to call it, that becomes reality on screen. I don't know how this shit works. I'm not part of that. I'm just trying to show you so that you're aware of it. Okay? And there's absolutely some reason why they're showing only this part of it. I don't know what it means, but there's a reason for everything in this picture. Okay? The stuff that we can see is obvious. But there's little tiny things that sometimes I pick up, and then there's little things that you guys catch that I miss. But this is highly orchestrated, the way that this shit is set up. You can tell this guy is not there. Look at the line around his head. This is why they went to digital TV back in 2008. Is because it's too hard to manipulate old film. In other words, that has to be done in a lab. Digital, you can create whatever you want at a push of a button. These people are not there. That background is being shot from behind with a projector. For all we know, it's a fucking illusion of somebody's fucking mind, but it is not. They are not fucking there. These two individuals are not there. The average moron, okay? The average moron, like if you look here, you should not, this white should not be encroaching on this blue. All right? But for whatever reason, it doesn't mean that we're going to defeat the system. It's just to be aware of it. Be aware of what the fuck is going on.